So my first question to you is, what is new in model tenancy law and how is it important?
Thank you, Deepthi. Most of the tenants and landlords don't know that there are two major points. One is that now security deposits have been limited, and a rental agreement is now a mandatory thing. Security deposit limits for residential properties are now that you cannot ask for more than 2 months of rent as deposit. So the landlord cannot do that. And in commercial properties, in that case, the landlord cannot ask for more than 6 months of rent as advance. The number 3 point is, when do landlords enter the property? That the landlord cannot enter the property before sunrise and after sunset. The landlord can enter for 3 reasons. Number 1 can be, inspection. Number 2 can be repair, or any other reason which is already mentioned in the rental agreement. The number 4 point, which is really interesting and important, is there are eviction rules which are now very strict and legal. Now, the valid eviction grounds include mostly 3 things. Number 1, if the rent has not been paid for 2 consecutive months, if the tenant is misusing or damaging the property, and number 3, if the tenant has done some structural changes without the permission of the landlord. Another important point in this act is the rent revision rule. The landlord cannot increase the rent more than once in 1 year, and the landlord needs to give a 90-day prior notice before revising the rent.
Now for the next question. What about the maintenance? Will it bring any real change when it comes to issues like maintenance responsibilities? Please share your insights.
Yes, Deepthi, this is an important point. Repairs and maintenance responsibilities has always created issues between the landlord and the tenant. Now, in this, the landlord must handle major structural work, that is painting, plumbing pipes, replacements, major electrical wiring, and structural repairs. And the tenant now also has to understand that the routine repairs are responsibility of the tenant. And what is routine? Taps, drain, cleaning, WC repairs, switches, geysers, whatever small fixtures, gardens, and open space maintenance has to be done by the tenant. If the landlord does not do the essential repairs, which comes in structural repairs, within 30 days of being notified, then the tenant must fix it and deduct the cost from the rent. This is a big empowerment for the tenant. And if the house becomes uninhabitable and the landlord refuses to repair, then the tenant can vacate after 15 days notice. So overall, a great act in place which will really help and regulate the overall real estate market of India.